Hi, welcome to Let's Talk with Brett. Today on the show, what we're going to be talking about is this. Did we pay more for video games? That's what we're going to be talking about. Hi, welcome to Let's Talk with Brett. Thank you for joining us. Today we're going to be talking about did we pay more for video games? That's a very good question. Okay, let's talk. First of all, do you know how much the average cost of a Super Nintendo game was at one time? $80 is how much it would cost in Canada. Do you know what the cost of the average game would cost in Canada? $80. Okay, now judging with inflation, you were paying more for Super Nintendo games you were paying. Video games have gotten cheaper, and the price has basically stayed the same. Okay, the question is, should we pay more for video games? It's a very good question here. And we're going to talk about this some more. Do you know what the cost of a GameCube game? Maybe a little bit less than $80, but when just inflation, it would pay more for it and it would go down. Do you know what the cost of the Super Nintendo was? The base model. Would you believe me if I tell you $100? Yeah. So basically what has happened is that the console has gone up in price, but the game has pretty much stayed around the same money. The question is, should you pay more for video games? Well, $80 is what I would say to be expensive, right? And they're expensive already. So, a long time ago, they were even more expensive, but they come more affordable, right? So, what would be the benefit of paying more for them, then? I don't know. Also, you have to remember that video games are more larger now, right? And they're more graphic content, right? So there's more to it. The question is, should you pay more for video games? Video games have better rate, but at one time they were more better than they are now. They're more attainable than they are now. Okay, another thing we have to look at is basically this. There are more cheaper alternatives to video games, like indie titles, what there wasn't at one time. At one time, the only choice you had was to pay a lot of money for video games, or go to part of the store where it had the bargain bin on it and look for video games. That way, it was more cheaper. Another thing they had at one time was they had video games that were cheaper, right, or more older titles. Well, if you go to GameStop, right, you can go into basically the area where there is something like this. what are like the older games were made cheaper, so you have that option, but now you have often an indie title and what are more cheaper and paying more money for a video game. So you have that often nothing, basically, what they didn't have at one time. Okay, is there anything more we need to discuss about playing video games? What about the NES? Uh-oh. Okay, the NES, right? The original Nintendo, first Nintendo one we have in North America. The Nintendo Entertainment System. Video games were more cheaper for the Nintendo, but judging by inflation, you were paying more for it. Now, okay. So the question we are talking about, did you play more for video games? Well, video games are more larger, they're more graphic content, but the price has pretty much stayed around the same money. The question I would give you is that you're probably getting a better deal now than you were then. So the question I would probably say here, you probably should actually be paying more for video games during what you get part of the deal, right, with it. So that's what I would basically say. You probably should pay more for video games during you get a better deal now than you did at one time. Okay, this is a question. Should we play more for video games, or should we keep the price the same, or should we pay less money for video games? Okay, I would say here, video games are better, right? So I say here, the amount of money you pay for video games is fine, even if they're more content. Simply because it's probably more easy to make video games now than it was at one time. So I'll leave you with that, and I think we'll do it here for today's show. This is just my own opinion. I hope that you found this show very informative, and I hope that you found it interesting what we were talking about today. And we'll see you next time on Let's Talk with Brett. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now. Bye!